This is Faith from Civitas Property Management. Today, I want to share with you our best tips for cutting vacancy in your rental property. The vacancy period is where you're going to spend most of your time and money while managing the property. So it's important to know the best ways to reduce vacancies and the duration of vacancies that you do have. For a normal rent-ready property, the largest factor in determining how long your vacancy will last is your listing price. There's a renter for every home when the home is priced right. Start by checking current listings in your neighborhood of similar size and room count to see what other listings in your neighborhood are going for. Your price should fall somewhere in that range. Some landlords are tempted to slash the price far below market value in order to have their pick of applicants, but pricing extremely low isn't always helpful. And it could also lead to confusion when you try to bring the unit up to market value at a later time. More often than not, when an owner chooses this as their strategy, we see tons of prospects through the door, but the applications we receive from it frequently don't qualify from an income or credit perspective. On the other side of the coin, some landlords get a little too aggressive or optimistic about the pricing and end up a lot higher than market value. When something's priced too high, it's an instant turnoff. Time and again, we've seen really beautiful rentals sit for long periods of time simply because the owner was going for an unrealistic price. If you're not receiving a few inquiries every day, or you haven't received an application after 2 to 3 weeks, you're most likely priced too high, and it might be time to consider a price drop. Consider dropping it incrementally, $25 to $50 at a time, until you hit the sweet spot and the interest picks up. Once your listing's up and running, it's time to make a good first impression. Make sure you complete your repairs before showings start and definitely before move-in, using a reliable checklist. Once you've secured a tenant and you're prepping your lease materials for signing, be fair and confident about what you're putting in your lease to reassure the tenant of your capabilities as their landlord. Go for annual leases so you have at least 1 year between now and your next vacancy, unless you have some specific reason why you would need a month-to-month lease. As move-in day draws close, order a professional cleaning to start the tenancy on a positive note and also to demonstrate your expectations about how the home should be returned to you. Cleaning goes a long way towards making a new renter comfortable in the home and optimistic about settling in for a long tenancy. After the renter is moved in and the vacancy period is over, the best place to keep your renter in place and avoid another vacancy next year is to respond to maintenance quickly. Deferred maintenance can make a renter duck and run as soon as the lease expires. When routine maintenance isn't performed, it has drastic effects on the house that renters won't notice until they're leased up and moved in. And most renters won't be comfortable renewing a lease in a home where they've discovered that maintenance has been deferred. Keep in mind that lowering vacancy is actually one of the best ways to increase your rental profits. So when you think about whether or not to complete a repair, think of it in terms of how much money in vacancy is this repair going to save me based on prorated rent. Once your tenancy does eventually come to an end, keep in mind that performing maintenance for the purpose of updating the home periodically attracts renters at premium rates. Your money's best spent in the kitchen, and don't shy away from advertising your updates. If you've spent the time and money updating your rental home, be sure to brag about it a little on your ad descriptions. Other worthy updates include flooring, window treatments, and landscaping. You gotta keep up that curb appeal. If you price it right, make a good first impression, and shine when it comes to maintenance, you'll increase your rental profitability greatly by reducing vacancies and shortening vacancies when they do occur. Follow these tips to navigate your vacancies like a pro. If you have any questions or might be interested in taking the work out of vacancies and taking advantage of our leasing-only services, feel free to give us a call at Civitas Property Management.